I gained over 20 kilograms of muscle without tracking a single calorie. And I used a 3-step formula to get there. And I'm going to teach you that 3-step formula. And the first step in that formula is eat the same thing every day. Why are you waking up thinking, what should I eat this morning? Or going to school and thinking, what should I have from the canteen today? You should know exactly what you're eating. I know exactly what I eat every single day. And I'll get onto this later, but I don't just know what meals I'm eating. I know what ingredients I'm eating. Think about how insane that is. I know the exact ingredients going into my body. If you can figure out if you can get to the point where you are eating the exact same things every day, say for example, I used to do this before I got onto a better diet, I'm going to talk about that after. Perhaps you're waking up and you're eating porridge in the morning. You eat porridge, 500 grams of porridge or whatever, that's quite a lot actually, with banana and cinnamon and milk, whatever. Then you're going to have like a protein shake, and then you're going to have like a sandwich at lunch, I don't know. That's what I used to do. I used to eat the same thing. And at that point, you can use this little equation. Are you gaining weight? If yes, continue eating the same thing. People overcomplicate bulking so much. If you're gaining weight, then continue doing what you're doing. And if you're not gaining weight, then just add something else. If you know exactly what you're eating, then you can add something and know if you're gaining weight or not, right? Because that's such a simple formula. If you say you kept the exact same thing, like you kept everything the same and you added 2 eggs and your weight went up, then it's like, oh, it's working, right? And if it's not, then I could add 4 eggs. Boom, I'm gaining weight, right? And you can just keep adding, and you'll be able to stick to this point where you are gaining weight eating the same thing every single day. And if it gets to the point where you're eating like a ton, like way too much food, and you're just stuffed all the time, then what I would recommend is step 3, add more animal-based food. I know this sounds ridiculous, but I'm going to get onto what I eat in a second. Eat more animal-based food. And if you want me to go into like all the detailed science and give you an actual personalized plan so that you can add these better foods and so that you can bulk easier, then I've got a school community link below that you can check out. But animal-based foods help me bulk infinitely faster than eating stuff like porridge and whatever. This is my diet as of right now, and I am not joking when I say this. You don't have to believe me if you don't want to. I eat meat, eggs, raw milk, so basically straight out of the cow, unfiltered, unpasteurized, and fruit. Those are the 4 ingredients that I have. And my progress has been phenomenal. I have been shredding fat, I have been losing fat, and my strength has been going up, meaning the only thing that can be happening is that I'm gaining muscle. Because before, when I was eating this junk, sure, I was gaining weight. You might have had this before, where the scale is going up, like the number on the scale is going up, right? But you don't really notice a difference. Your strength isn't really going up, and like your muscles, they just seem a bit more like flabby. I was just gaining weight in the terms of fat. I was gaining a lot of weight. People say you have to gain fat when you're gaining muscle. Not necessarily true. It depends on your diet. As soon as I started eating this diet right here, I was packing on muscle. I am packing on muscle. I'm getting leaner whilst I'm getting stronger. And also I'm satiated throughout the day. And I don't have to get up in the morning thinking, what should I eat today? I eat the exact same thing. In fact, I've combined breakfast and lunch so it takes less time, so I can spend more time making these videos, right? So I'm way more productive. I've got no like brain fog or anything. And I literally wake up in the morning and I fast for ages, right? Because I don't need to eat because I'm just not full. I'm not hungry even. And then I eat breakfast and lunch together. So in one meal, I have pretty much half a kilo of beef, and I have 6 eggs, and I have half a litre of raw milk and some fruit. That's like pretty much one meal. How insane is that? I'm not saying you have to get to this point yet, because that's very advanced, but the difference is absolutely insane. And the reason why I'm talking about this, the reason why I can shred fat so easily whilst gaining a ton of muscle, is because of something called protein quality and anti-nutrients. You see, in all of these things like nuts and grains and seeds, so like the porridge, that is grain, right? Grains, that's what they gave to peasants. I'm not even joking, that's what they gave to peasants. And then the kings would have the meat, you know what I mean? But grains have something called anti-nutrients, which basically block the absorption of certain vitamins and minerals. So say you've got protein, it says it's got 10 grams of protein in this porridge or whatever, right? These anti-nutrients block it. So this is where you can absorb it, and it is getting blocked. It cannot get through. You are not absorbing all of this protein, and that is protein quality. Proteins are made up of amino acids, and each protein has different amino acids. And for example, in grains, they will have less amino acids, less of the essential ones compared to meat. Meat has like all the essential amino acids, so you will get a complete protein. So not only are things like grains and nuts and stuff, they've got very low protein quality. Not only that, also this isn't very accurate. It says like beef is like 70, it's not totally correct. But basically any animal product is very high protein quality. So not only can you not absorb all the protein that you're eating, you also don't have complete proteins. So say you have like 20 grams of protein in this porridge, you're maybe only absorbing about 2, right, which is not good. Compared to this, which is like 20 grams of protein in this, that it's definitely a lot more than that, but say for example it's 20, you'll be able to absorb like 19.5, right? So you know exactly what you're getting. So that's what I noticed when I was eating all this porridge and stuff. I was gaining the weight, yeah, but I wasn't gaining the muscle, and that's because my muscle didn't have all the protein it needed, because it couldn't absorb it. Whereas now, I'm eating less calories, I am eating less, but I'm able to absorb all the nutrients and the protein, meaning I'm gaining muscle and I'm losing the fat. How powerful is that? You see all like those videos online which is like, build muscle, lose fat, guys, and it's just like complete and utter it's just a waste of time to watch those. But this is actually true. Like, I never thought this was true. If you would have asked me a year ago if this was true, can you build muscle and lose fat at the same time? I'd be like, no. I've done this, implemented more animal-based foods, boom, it's worked. It's insane. So this is just the formula that you need to follow. It's so simple. Eat clean foods, especially animal-based foods, and if you're gaining weight, then continue doing the same thing. Eat the exact same meals every single day. And if you're not gaining weight, then add something else. Add an extra egg, add an extra bit of fruit, add an extra bit of meat, even like fruit hasn't got many calories. Add more meat. Maybe you can have like an extra meal at this point or something. Just add more to your basis of what you're eating every single day, and then you'll notice that you're gaining weight, but the weight will actually be muscle. So if you want even more help, where I can literally give you a personalized plan on this stuff, and you have a private community of like-minded guys who are on this path, who are on this type of diet, and they understand all this stuff rather than the people on, the TV saying, oh, lose fat by, doing this certain exercise, guys. There's nothing to do with diet. Everything is to do with diet in terms of bulking. And stop listening to like Sam Sewell, like drinking a gallon of chocolate milk, you will die by the age of 60. This is the true way to live. If you want even more help, and I can give you custom meal plans in this strategy session, then I've got a school community link below where you can get access to all of this, including extra courses going into everything you need to know about the gym, including a full nutrition course and some added bonuses. So if you're interested in that, then click the first link in the description. As I've said, I will see you over there. My throat hurts now. I've recorded 3 videos today because I didn't have to eat. I didn't have to eat 2 meals. I ate breakfast and lunch at the same time. I will see you later. Good night.